Good morning, my friends. Welcome to this episode of Healing Your Codependency. I'm Marshall Burtcher, and I'm your guide, connecting you back to your real worth, to your purpose and satisfaction, so you can create a life that you enjoy, that you're happy to be a part of. So I'm excited to have you here today. Today, we're going to talk about knowledge overwhelm. Doesn't sound very exciting, but this is actually a very crucial component that's trapping you in your healing loops. It's partly why we repeat things over and over and we're not making actual traction. Is a trap that caught me for over a decade, and I've spent thousands of dollars trying to get out of it. And I have over 224 books and countless YouTubes and other programs because of knowledge and this trap of knowledge that gets us. So I want to connect with that to remind you that this trap is likely influencing whatever you're trying to achieve in your life. And I'm going to show you how to get out of it with a very simple focus shift. Okay. Before we get to that, I want to remind you that the Codependency Healing System is open for enrollment. This is where you come to know, love, and be who you are through reflection, meaning you're taking trainings that help you tune into you, help you sense yourself, help you understand yourself, as well as getting feedback, support, reflection, and celebration through living community. Because in the Codependency Healing System, we meet 3 to 4 times a week. You don't have to attend, but they're available for you. Some of them are recorded, some of those sessions are not. So like we meet for the homework session. So you watch a module in the course, you come to the homework session, get help with the homework, get your answers to the questions you have. Then you come to the practice session. We do a tool and practice together and get feedback and support in that. And we do those on Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, we have a live mentoring where you can get support, guidance, celebration for your life. You don't have to attend any of these. The Monday sessions are recorded. The Tuesday sessions are not. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is the Codependency Healing System is where you get connection. It's where you get community and support while you come to know, love, and be who you are. This is how we fully exit codependency and become ready to embrace our power to create the reality we want, the experiences we want in our lives. So you can learn more by going to the description below or going to my website at healyourcodependency.com. So let's jump in here into knowledge overwhelm. One thing I found myself doing for decades was consuming knowledge in hopes that I would find the magic bullet that would solve everything. I was consuming knowledge in hopes that I could prevent another blow up in my relationship, consuming knowledge in hopes that I could promote more connection, more love. I was consuming knowledge in hopes that it would make me whole, that it would fix me, that would fill in this emptiness and this anxiety and this insecurity that I was wrestling with. I chose this approach unconsciously because I was really good at learning things. I was a nerd, I was a geek, right? But I was not really good at implementing a lot of things. But I figured if I could learn as much as I could about relationships or communication or healing or whatever it was I'm focused on, I would become adequate and I could prevent problems from happening. And boy, was I wrong. This burned me out. I learned a lot of things, but I also became overwhelmed by that knowledge because I had a lot of competing knowledge in my head. Person A says this, person B says that, person C says do it this way, person D says do it that way. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to believe. And furthermore, I was consuming knowledge in a random order. I thought it was structured, but in reality, I was picking knowledge from the tree and consuming it basically in hopes that it would provide a solution. I didn't have structure. I didn't have order. I didn't have support. I didn't understand how to use my knowledge to create change. Instead, I had big gaps in that knowledge. I knew a lot about thing A, but not a lot about thing B. And so when I got through thing A and I started working with it, thing B showed up and I didn't know what to do. I felt stupid. I felt like here's another signal that there's something defective about me. My search for knowledge was defeating my ability to heal. It was undermining my confidence in myself, and it was leaving me confused, frustrated, and discouraged about my journey. Will I ever actually heal? So if this is you, first of all, I feel you. And I want to hold space for you there, because this is a very, very common thing for us in codependency. It's a big expression of perfectionism. It's to consume all this knowledge in hopes that it'll give us some sense of power, some sense of control, some sense of safety, sometimes even worth and belonging, depending on what it is you're consuming and how it relates to what you felt productive in or valued for growing up. So I want to bring some care to that, some empathy, some acknowledgement, like, wow, I've done a lot, I've learned a lot. And while it's not got me where I want to be, I am impressed with my ability to learn. I'm grateful for all that I have learned. And maybe I can trust that that knowledge is going to come to use for me. It's the fruit of all this investment will bear as I learn how to order it, how to use it. And then I made the step that changed things for me completely. I decided to narrow my focus to one or two resources that I trusted. So I unsubscribed from emails from people that I didn't trust or didn't know well about the particular topic I was working in. I focused only on their emails, their trainings, their books, their YouTubes, whatever it was. But I narrowed my focus to that particular person's work for a while, and with a specific focus in my work. Meaning, like, when I was learning nervous system regulation, I narrowed it to Peter Levine's work. And then as I got that mastered and started seeing results, I added other people to it. I have students that narrow their work specifically to mine until they're getting results, and then they're like, oh, I want to expand in this area, and then they go to a different expert for that particular area, like communication or something. That's how we get out of this knowledge overwhelm, and we get into productive results for ourselves. Effectiveness emerges, and then satisfaction and confidence emerge from that effectiveness. So I'm going to invite you to sit down and identify who you want to focus on first as a leader for your healing, your growth, and then invest your time and energy on their work, whether it's my work or someone else's work. You know what's best for you. You know what speaks to you and lands for you. Focus on that individual's work. I recommend getting some structure in that work, not just, hey, they've got a billion YouTubes or a book. Structured step-by-step process for the thing you're working on in their work. That's why I build courses. It's because it provides that structure. It orders the knowledge and the tools in the right order so that you can get quicker and quicker success for yourself. And then we couple in the support there, like in the Codependency healing system, we got the live support and stuff like that. But then you start to really accelerate there. So my friends, take time to first acknowledge that impulse. Like, oh, here's all this anxiety. It's motivating me to go out and learn more things. Learn. And, acknowledge the reward. Sometimes you're like, oh, I got a nugget here, and that's going to be the thing. Yeah, you got a nugget. It is part of the thing, not the whole thing, right? Acknowledge that. Allow that to be there. Give it a little praise and appreciation. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for helping me get where I am today. And then take some time to pay attention to whom you want to learn from, and then narrow your focus to their work. And allow that work to work you for a while. Most of my students do like the foundation course twice, and then they are in the Codependency healing system for an average of 24 months, going through it at least twice, so they can grasp it and they can work with it, and then they move either into someone else's work, or some of them are moving into the transformation work with me. I'm happy with whatever works for you, because that's the point of the work, is that you are growing in the direction that matters for you, with people you like, with people you trust, and that they are effective for you. That's the key there. You like them, you trust them, and it's effective for you. Work with that person. But get yourself out of this overwhelm of knowledge consumption and get yourself into the experience of experimentation, experience, and then evolution. Seeing the real change you're looking for in your world so that you can have it. Because that's what you're doing here, right? That's what this is all for. Now, if you want my assistance, I'm invite you to join the Codependency Healing System, and let's do this together and break free of that codependency by knowing, loving, and being who you are. Now, if you're new to me and you join the Codependency Healing System, you also get the foundation course, so you can do that, and that helps you restore that emotional safety, the sense of belonging, and self-worth. We also reinforce that in the Codependency Healing System, so you don't actually have to take that course. If you go through Focus 1 and 2, 3, 4, that will establish that foundation at a really deep level, and then we go into the knowing, loving, and being yourself, and then you're on your way to building a life, building relationships, building satisfaction in your world. And you've got lifetime access to the life support and to the trainings. So it takes that pressure off to get it all done now. Now you can just show up and do the work for you at your pace. And we got your back whenever you need it. So, my friends, take time to narrow your focus, slow down, and invest where you're working on so you get the results you deserve, and go gently with this. Okay, my friends, I will see you in our next episode. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, thank you for listening to today's episode. Now, are you looking for additional guidance in how to exit your codependency and create a life that's satisfying for you? If so, come join me in my email community. You can do that by going to join.freetheself.com or checking the description below and clicking the link there to join that community. You will receive more mentorship and guidance from me on how to navigate the 3 phases of thriving beyond codependency, those phases being survival, healing, and creation, as well as opportunities to join my courses, workshops, and other trainings that I offer throughout the year. So come join us there, and I will see you in our email community. Bye-bye.